Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, thank
This
you.
meeting is being recorded.
Ben, he needs to drop in a few minutes, so just to start with his status.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
yeah. Okay, what's the status?
So thanks to Xing for doing a bunch of reviews over the weekend. That was very, very helpful. I was able to get the metrics stuff for the library merged. We were able to cut releases of both the volume populator library and the volume data source validator controller. So I did do the change logs for those and cut the 1.0 release. Maybe 1.0 was not the right version number to use, but it's the version number I did
I'm not
use.
sure because we have been using 1.0 for snapshotter after we go beta. I mean, a while ago, maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's water under the bridge now.
Yeah.
But for the future, we might want to have a talk
we
about
can think about that.
better version numbers.
Sure.
In any case, so the 1.0 versions got tagged over the weekend, and with all the beta stuff included. There's change logs for those.
So this one is done, right? This one is complete. This is the lead metric here. Okay, so just remove that one.
Yes.
All right.
The 1.0 releases are out.
Okay.
So based on that, I was able to convince Jordan to merge the in-tree patch. It turns out that Tim and Jordan did find a bug in the way that the data source ref field was being treated, and they were able to generate an integration test that demonstrated the bug. So I was able to fix it. So the actual patch that merged includes not only the move to beta, but a bug fix for basically what would happen is if you had an unupgraded PVC and you tried to do like an empty update to it, it would fail with a validation error and it wouldn't make any sense to you. And so that's fixed now. So even if you try to do an update of an unupgraded object, it still passes validation and you get something sane on the other side. So that's so the patch merged yesterday. The next thing on the next thing that needs to get done is the EDE test that Masaki wrote, and thanks again to Masaki for writing that. I LGTM that today. I can put a link to it in the chat if you want to review it too, Xing.
Just one, right? Do we have how many tests do we need? Just one PR, right? We just need this one.
Yeah, well, this is the in-tree EDE test, so we don't want to go overboard here, right? Because this is going to cost everyone time.
Right.
What this does is it installs the data source validator and a populator, and it creates a PVC and verifies that it gets created. And this should be enough that if someone were to break the in-tree feature, this test would catch the regression. And that's the main point of having this test, is to catch a regression in any of this code caused by accident from someone else. There was some work going on to add EDE tests to the outer tree repos, but that's not on a deadline. That's just something we want to do so we can have more EDE tests.
So this PR is actually for the auto tree one. Okay, so we are not in a hurry because that PR, the person was not responding to
the one I linked is for in tree.
Yeah, but I was thinking about the next one, the test info. That PR, I reviewed it, I gave some comment, but the person have not responded.
Correct. Yeah, the test info stuff is to add EDE tests to the outer tree repos, and that's not on a deadline, so we can get that done anytime.
Sure.
And then after this EDE test merges, I'll be moving on to doing the docs and the blog.
Okay. So basically, the order of importance is blogs next, and then the auto tree one will be last. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we'll focus on the E2 test. Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone that did reviews and helped with this.
Oh, this one weird. Okay, thank you. So, all right, and then we move to the next one. Capacity tracking. I think all the entry PRs are merged. And even doc PR merged. I think Patrick saying he will start a blog because he did not submit the placeholder for that yet. And then also on the container storage interface, this one there are thanks to Andy submitted some PRs to fix the CI basically. submit. So SAD is going to cut a release soon. And then I know there are still work in progress PRs on external provisioner. So that's this one. And then volume mode conversion. Yeah, the synthesis is out of tree, so we are fine. So it's still work is going on. There is a RC release of external snapshotter. Ronak is working on a PR in external provisioner. I think he ran into a weird issue, still trying to sort it out. And there is a placeholder PR for blog. Doc, we need a doc PR, doc PR. We still need that. Okay, next is one extension. Is Herman here? No, Herman did not join. So, so Herman's, I think his PRs are all merged. The one that
yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think everything has merged.
Okay. So he has not submitted the doc and blog PR yet. So both are supposed to be the placeholders today. It's just placeholder.
Okay.
You can
okay
for that.
I can ping him.
Okay, yeah, it's just docs, at least all the hard ones are merged. And owner reclaim policy. So the D2 test, Yang, you're still reviewing that, right? So right now there are still some issues with it.
Yes.
Okay.
I think even the feature doesn't work as intended.
Oh,
but
really?
I expect like Deepak to fix it soonish.
Okay, sure. Did he submit the second? He was talking about submit the second PR for the CSI one. Did he submit it?
I don't remember.
Okay,
Maybe
I need to check. He was
I
also.
didn't check today.
Okay. Okay, I'll check that one. So there's one. Okay, basically supposedly there are two PRs. One is already submitted. The other one we're not sure. All right, and then the doc PRs are all placeholder ones are submitted, both doc and blog. And the Warren House one, the PR is merged. So we need a doc PR. That one is pending. Non-graceful no shutdown. The PR is merged. And yeah, we have both placeholder PR. So this one is fine. Oh, then this next one, this one's a notice ban secret. This one is we just filed an exception because so Michelle did add look good to me and prove from SIG story side, but we still need an API reviewer. I think she has pinned Clayton to review this, and Humble has sent a request to get an exception. Hopefully this can get approved in a few days. Then hopefully then can still get in. This was they started this one in the last release. And I think all the docs are already submitted. And moving on to CSI migration. Okay, so vSphere, we basically, there's one PR that's merged. That's just some deprecation notice. So RBD one is the one that we are having some problem. So I basically, okay, we can take a look at this, right? Since, is there a message here? Let's see, what is this message? Oh, okay, Ben has dropped. Right, so so I was reviewing this. This is going beta. So he didn't submit any E2 test results. And then, so I asked him to submit that, and then he submitted some test results, but those are all manual tests. Those are not E2 test results. So I was asking him for that, and then he updated with this link. Those are basically the tests that are written for this. So I look at those tests. Those are actually all for the CSI driver. So you can't, there are no like the kind of tests we have, those entry volume tests, right? You can actually, after migration, you can still use the entry plugin. So he doesn't have, at least, those tests does not include those. I verified with him. Those are all still, you provision it with the CSI driver. It's not like you can provision it using this entry plugin through the class.
Like,
We don't have.
We have those tests in 3.
Right, but he did not. He did not run those. I asked him. I said, I told him there are entry ETV tests for entry volumes. You can just run those. So he has not got. So basically, I was asking him. You can run those and then just just put some outputs here. Right, it's fine. It does not have to be like complete on your CI pipeline. I think he's going on vacation tomorrow, so he said he will try, but I'm not sure if he can get it in the next few days. He can get it this week. I think we can still file an exception. And then I was also checking their CI. So their CI, CI has some migration tests, but those are, as I said, those are just for CSI driver, not the entry volume tests. Yeah.
We have some CI jobs in Kubernetes for RBD, but I believe they are broken.
Okay. Yeah, we just need some results. If someone can run those tests and post it in here, then we can file an exception. It's just he didn't provide those. I talked to him. He understood, but I think he's also getting late on his side, and he's on vacation tomorrow. So he probably won't get to this one unless if you have someone else can help with this, then we can still try to get an exception for this, I think. Because I'm not sure. I asked him, he said he will try. So he didn't say that.
I'm not sure I can run those tests easily. Like, I can set up Ceph and I can set up CSI driver easily, but the entry stuff, we don't use it here. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, either he probably maybe after tomorrow if he come. Well, that's already Friday already. Yeah, it's already getting close to next week. Yeah, but we can check with him. But anyway, if but he at least get it. They should have those tests. If not now, maybe next, at least get it ready for next release. If you can get it in the next few days, then we can still try, I think. So yeah, it's just like everything he ran completely manual. So
if I understood it correctly, like all the code is merged. And
this one is not. This one is not.
Yeah, flip the feature. Okay.
Yeah, the feature one. Yeah, but we need to when we move this to beta, we need to have E2E tests.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah. I just there's no. If you,
this is the last
if you have some output, that's fine, right? That's okay. Just I know we have that for VC. We just have those test results. That's okay. He does not have those. That's the reason that I can't merge this one. So
okay, I can take a look.
Okay, all right. So that's this one. You see tests. Test. Not E2E. That's not entry volume. So that's this one. And then I think for the others, Azure. This one, I believe both are fine, right? So this one, I know that Yang, you merged it. File, it looks like there was no pending PR, so everything was merged before, maybe? That's not, I assume this one is okay.
I think Azure Disk is okay. I didn't check Azure File. Maybe everything is merged, but I'm pretty sure
because last time, yeah, I think last time Michelle, in the 6th version meeting, Michelle was saying it was merged. So I just assume that's we're all fine. I'm not quite clear on this one. Yeah, and then what else? Because I think AWS we're not changing. Oh, another one is OpenStack, right?
OpenStack was merged long time ago.
Yeah. So and even the code, even the doc also merged. Doc also just merged.
I
was just checking it before this one. Like, okay, just see. Okay, this one is completely all set, so we don't have to talk about this one anymore. Yeah, this one I forgot the status. Maybe the doc submitted. I just need to check again. Forgot. Okay, I think that's all. Is there anything missing? that the ones that basically 1.21. So I think this one is probably the the focus now, since it's almost there, just waiting for API review. And this one, yeah, you can take a look. Yeah, so those two. That's it. Jane. Okay.
Yeah.
There anything else for 1.24? I think we have gone through.
So maybe we can just double check the project board.
Okay. Oh, where did I go here? Where is? Oh, sorry.
The project board is the
Yeah. I clicked the wrong one. Okay. So let's see. All right. So we talked about this one already, right? So this is still here. We talked about control volume mode conversion. We talked about this one. This is the one that we are asking for exception, no expand secret. Recover. Yeah, this one is we basically move this one to 1.25. What do we want to just leave it here, or okay, it's fine. We'll just leave it here. And then this one also we move to 1.25. Owner PV policy, that we talked about it. Volume populated, we talked about that. CSI migration, we only have this big one. We don't have separate ones. So I think we talked about the individual. Oh, I just remembered one thing. The CSI migration, there was also Portworx driver, but I don't remember seeing any PRs related to that. Yang, have you seen anything? So that one is also like there is the cap is approved, but just like after that, I think there was someone asking a question about CI, but after that, there was just no update. Even on the enhancement issue, there were some questions, but just there's no update after that. So this one is probably.
No, I don't remember any PRs.
Okay. Just say we don't.
So it's not beta yet.
I think they're trying to go beta on off by default, right? I believe that it was alpha last time.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. This Portworx. Just have not heard from the off by. So we're trying to go beta off by default. Same as RBD. RBD is same situation. Just when alpha last release. So, but we don't see any activities from the owner. Yeah, that's why just so we don't know what's going on with this one. Then if nothing is submitted, no one is reviewing them, I think this is just out. Because I remember even Michelle last time in last week's 6 meeting, Michelle also says she has not seen any PRs. So this is probably just this one. So this is, we probably should maybe we should add a note in the. I see that in the enhancement issue this morning. I checked; it's still tracked. They didn't move it out yet. Okay. All right. So that okay. Where's our project board? Oh yeah. Okay. System migration, warning house. We talked about that. Talked about no shutdown. This one is also moved to 1.25. Yeah, I think that's all. So should we, so we good? Should we, anything else for 1.24? I think of course there are still, other than docs and blocks, there are also auto tree changes, right? So it's like CSI capacity tracking. I think there are changes on external provisioner. Yeah, so there are still those that we can come back next time. Okay, so should we just look at the 1.23 or anything else we should talk about for 1.24? Or do you want to talk about the external auto tree changes? I think we can add a note saying believe there is some PRs. I don't remember the status. I just so right now just generally saying auto tree changes needed. Volume populator looks like we're fine since release card. Volume mode conversion, yeah, those are all auto tree anyway. Volume expansion, do we have any auto tree changes needed? Yeah. Volume expansion, or are we all set now code-wise, other than the in-tree? Question mark?
I don't know. I think for resize GA we are fine.
Okay.
But for the CSI recovery for the recovery from resize failures, I don't know.
But that one is we delayed, right? The recovery side, that recovery from resize failure, that's delayed. But about the general volume expansion feature, do we need any changes from
I don't
external
think so.
resizer? All right, I'll just remove this. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So we don't really have a feature gate in the resizer itself, right? We don't have a, because we only have that for external provision, have some feature gates that volumes, yeah, okay, that's not part of that.
Yeah.
All right. And all right, so this one I think has some auto tree change. There is a PR already submitted, I think. House that's we don't have no auto tree changes. There's also no auto tree changes. And this is also no auto tree, I think. System migration also, that's you know, this driver, then that's not our area. Okay, so yeah, so that's all, I think.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So this, oh yeah, so the PR of your changelog PR, I reviewed it. I didn't check everything yesterday. I reviewed it.
Okay, I will check that.
Okay. PR. And also, I think we should cut a branch. I see that the recent releases of the host path, we didn't cut a branch. I think we should still cut it.
Okay.
Cut a stable branch and the release from that.
Okay.
That's like
so the branch name is like the version.
Release dash something. Release like what is the release that we're going to get? Normally, like for example, release dash 3.0, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You check there are a few stable releases branch cut, but not recently. Recently, it looks like it's just a directly cut from the master, and then there's no stable branch. But I think it's good to have that. Okay.
Sure.
Do we have anything else that we want to talk today?
Yeah, I'm good. So next week, like after this, we don't need to plan anything yet, right? Just continue to go over these features.
Yeah. Just this is basically just continue, just to make sure everything else is merged and things like that. And then if we have we can probably also think about like if there are new caps we want to discuss, we could bring it up here as well, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I was thinking I need to go back to the Workgroup one. It's been there for such a long time.
Yeah. After these finish, we can think of some like challenge, like big ones.
Yeah.
Old ones. But it's feels exciting to do that again.
Yeah, I just realized one thing. Actually, I need to update that cap. So I didn't have like normally we'll have like this static provisioning piece, right? So you have like a two object. I think that cap it's just doesn't have two. It just have one. Probably still need to have, makes sense to have two actually. Still, I think it's pretty valid. Probably the storage system would have that created ahead of time on their storage system. Now you want to import that. I think that should be a real use case.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.